Hello friends, family, fellow tube starters. My name is Brandon Brocato. I'm an artist, a writer, and an actor. Today, I have your attention and I would like to talk to you about a vision that I had. About a year ago, I started producing a line of lawn gnomes with a twist. I wanted a lawn gnome that was drunk, but they didn't have them. So I literally went to Michael's, grabbed some Sculpey, and started creating my own lawn gnomes. This little guy right here, his name is Lush. Notice the stony bloodshot eyes and his convenient little beer stein with a nature theme. Totally detachable, posable, on his back, however you like it. I threw him out in my lawn, not thinking a thing about it, and I started throwing some parties. People started noticing him, going bananas. People wanted me to make them gnomes, so I went out, spent about $1,000 in materials, weird chemicals and silicones, made some two-part molds, and voila, I was in the gnome making business. Now, if you would have told me 2 years ago that I was going to be making gnomes, I would have told you were crazy. But I'm a gnome smith. I make gnomes. Smokey here likes to smoke the finest grass he can get his hands on. I mean, he'll smoke the lawn swag, but he actually has a green thumb and grows his own Kentucky bluegrass, if you know what I'm saying. Comes with a detachable, workable lighter. He works as a lighter caddy too. It's kind of a little great novelty. People love him. So being a writer, my mind wouldn't stop there. I just completely started creating this entire world for these guys. Now, I've written quite a bit of material for this show, and a few buddies of mine, a couple animators, and a couple industry professional friends of mine have literally been doing the pre-production for this animated series that we're talking about right here. The Gone Gnomes. Not lawn gnomes, Gone Gnomes. Now I'm going to give you a little backstory on their story. The Gone Gnomes live in an enchanted trailer park in West Virginia, cursed by Slavic gypsies in the 50s when they were kicked off the land. The land is known to contain magical powers. Secluded from most of the big cities and populations, this trailer park houses all of these people, these humans, giants if you will, who take care of the wildlife that's in the area because it's all a state park now, all owned by the state. In this trailer park, there's 4 original gnomes. These guys have been around since the trailer park originally opened in the 1950s. Much older, much wiser, way more corrupt. These 4 gnomes have cast an unjust system. It's a law base that they call the Way, and it governs over all the gnomes that live in this park. Now, during the night, these gnomes come to life as traditional gnome lore works. At nighttime, gnomes come to life and they do your gardening bidding for you. Now, the elders would like you to do this, and most of the gnomes do, because they've been convinced that these giants, the humans, will either eat them or capture them. These gnomes live in a constant fear that something terrible is going to happen to them. Not to mention, the entire park is surrounded by an Appalachian woods, about 800,000 acres. And in this area are a bunch of banished gnomes, savage gnomes that have been kicked out of the park over the years and have bred and become wild packs of hunters and gatherers. Now, most of the time they leave the park alone, but the elders would make you think different. Now, here's where the Gone Gnomes come into play. Lush and Smokey here, these guys are best buds. And they've got a gang. There's a whole gang of them. And they don't like to follow the rules. They figured out what alcohol is and figured out that grass gets them high when they smoke it. These guys, they just want to party, just like everyone else. The only problem is, the elders, they ain't having it. Now, I've built this whole society to mirror our own society. You know, Lush and Smokey and the rest of the gang, they're in a constant battle with the way they should act and the way they want to act. Same way we do. This series should entertain viewers from all walks of life and focus on social commentary that constantly asks the question of the validity of following orders and what it means to be free. What we're looking for here is funds. We make this possible. Believe it or not, cartoons just don't come out of thin air. Of course they don't. There are many factors that go into this. We must pay voice actors, producers, animators. We need software. There's technical equipment. We need sound equipment, computers. There's a lot of stuff. I'm doing this all on my own dime, and it's not cutting it right now. I have over 3 long 30-minute episodes already written and multiple shorts. We're actually thinking about cutting these down into shorts and then releasing them just so we can have more content. We're here at TubeStarter today to create our YouTube channel. We were very lucky to get involved with this, and we're very happy if you would consider helping us out. I'd like to take this minute to thank you for your time in watching this, and please keep checking out our TubeStart page for exclusive trailers, interviews, and information. My name is Brandon Brocado, and thank you. Cheers.